Hello there, Stevos. Welcome to weekly vlog 244. It is Bank Holiday Monday, the last Monday of May, Monday the 26th of May 2025. It's just coming up to 10:30. I've not long woken up after going to bed quite early this morning, early hours of this morning, and I'm just about to open my curtains and get dressed on this Monday morning. Now, later today, me and my sister are going to be here at home, and we are going to be sorting out the back and front gardens. That's what we're planning to do. My sister's just doing a couple of bits and pieces at hers first. I think she said she is needing to work from home for a couple of hours first before she comes over. So she is going to come over. We are going to be tackling both the back and front gardens. Hopefully the weather stays as it is. It's looking a bit cloudy out there. It's not sunny at all today. But normally, when my mum was around and stuff, normally the gardens, they were really well maintained. It was like my mum's pride and joy, the gardens. And admittedly, a couple of months ago, my sister did come over and she did lawn mower the back garden. But obviously it's been left for quite some time now, and obviously where we've had days where the sun's been out and then days where it's been raining, obviously grass being grass, it grows, so it's now got to the point where it's become overgrown and stuff. So I'm going to take you on a journey very quick and show you what it looks like outside in the front garden and the back garden. We're going to start first with the back garden. Let's take a look. So as you can see, look, literally it is looking like this at the moment. There's literally long strands. Literally, when I put my foot, you can hardly see my feet. And there's my other foot as well. So honestly, there's some very long strands of grass all around the garden. So all of this is going to have to be pulled up today. Obviously there's some weeds here as well, all this weeding and stuff. So it is slightly raining, it's like slightly spitting at the moment. So but I'm just literally taking you, honestly, down there you can only just see it, but there's a little white ball there. You can only just see the little end bits of the rake there as well. Honestly, so all this grass today is going to have to be pulled up. And if I show you just up the shed there, some of that is going to have to be trimmed down as well, because that has also started to overgrow as well. And this here is the front garden. So as you can see, there's quite a few weeds there and stuff. It is currently raining at the moment, by the way. And if I just very quickly take you outside, this needs to be trimmed down a little bit. Got more weeds over here as well. I think some of that might need to be cut back a little bit, as bush right here as well. Hedge also needs to be trimmed as well. Admittedly, it has just started raining out there, but hopefully me and my sister will be able to get out there throughout today and sort the gardens out, depending on what the weather's going to be like for the rest of the day. If the weather's going to be like this for the rest of the day, then I have a feeling my sister might just turn around to me and say that we'll do it this weekend. It's not a massive issue if that's the case, but honestly, I do think that both gardens need to be sorted as soon as possible, so we'll get on and do that. Last weekend when I went to see my sister for the afternoon on Saturday, she stopped by at my work and did a bit of shopping as she was picking me up, and she did pick up this toffee nut latte by Nescafe, which she said was reduced at my work. So she said she's never tried it before, and we were going to have one whilst we were at her flat, but we never did. So she gave me a sachet for me to take away with me. So I'm going to have this in a flask right now, which I'll show you in just a few moments. And here we go. Here's my toffee nut latte in a flask. Just back to garden talk very quick, and over the weekend my sister found the batteries for the strimmer and the hedge trimmer as well. So anyway, well, I think it was for the hedge trimmer and the strimmer. or for the lawnmower. No, lawnmower plugs in outside, I think. So yeah, the strimmer and the hedge trimmer. Anyway, so there's 2 batteries. Now my sister did stick the batteries on charge over the weekend, but then she said to me, before you go to bed, just make sure you turn out the plug sockets. Don't leave them unattended on charge, because they could catch fire. Fire safety, fire hazard. So anyway, but she did say to me on Monday morning before she turns up though, make sure that they are both back in the plug sockets and they're charging up, because that way, you know, we've got a full battery for both the strimmer and the hedge trimmer. So this morning, as soon as I woken up, come downstairs, that's the very first thing that I've done, is put them on charge. Let me just show you very quick. So I don't know which battery is which, by the way, but this one is for one of the devices. Now I switched this one on just a few seconds ago, or a few minutes ago, sorry, and basically it was flashing, the green light was flashing on there. It's now static, so I'm assuming that means it's now fully charged. But here's the thing, here's the other one, right? Now again, I don't know whether this is for the hedge trimmer or this is for the strimmer, I don't know. But I don't know how well you guys are going to see this, but obviously it says full, but obviously it doesn't have the 2 letters at the end of full. So all it says is FU. So basically what that thing is telling me to do is to do one. Thanks. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. This is what I've got for breakfast this morning. A bowl of chocolatey square cereal. Over on my iPad, by the way, I'm just about to catch up on today's episode of EastEnders over on BBC iPlayer. Just about to watch today's episode of Coronation Street on ITVX on my iPad. So it is Monday evening, by the way. I'm just getting my shoes on, and the reason being is because I am currently about to head outside into the back garden and show you how different it looks compared to earlier this morning or at the beginning of the weekly vlog. I'm also watching someone's TikTok live, but I'm just going to have that on in the background just for a few moments. Oh, the door's already unlocked. I thought I locked the back door. Clearly not. Anyway, let's come outside and I will show you first of all the bags. So we've used 2 black sacks. That black sack there with all the pots in it, that was already there to begin with. But we have done 2 black sacks full of just waste, and then we've got these 3 garden waste bags, or DIY bags as they're known as, heavy duty bags they are. Obviously I picked them up yesterday when I finished work, because we knew we were going to come out here and obviously clean up the garden. Obviously I did buy 20, so I bought 2 packs of 10 heavy duty bags, and obviously in those those are bits of grass, some compost, some of the weeds that were in the back garden as well. That's all been cleaned up, that's all been sorted out, which is great. Now for the big reveal here, which as you saw at the beginning of the vlog, the grass was very, very high, right up to my knees. Couldn't even see my feet because the grass was that bad. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around now and show you guys. And look at this. A huge difference indeed. Look, you can see my feet perfectly. And obviously you can see the grass a lot more better now as well. So there we go. My sister did say that she is going to put down some grass seeds, and obviously on days when we've got warm weather, then that does mean that I'm going to have to come out here and water the grass, just so it just keeps the grass nice and healthy, just keeps the garden nice and maintained as well, doesn't it? But there we go. So it did take us a little while, not going to lie. It took us a good couple of hours to get the garden back to the way it was, and if I walk over here just very quickly, it is starting to rain a little bit, but if I walk over here and just show you this bit here as well, we also tidied up this little bit here as well, so that's also been sorted out as well. So all in all, it's been a great afternoon out here in the back garden. getting it nice and clean and tidy. The front garden has still yet to be done. That is a task that my sister has got me to do a little bit later on this week. The weather for this week isn't meant to be that great until towards the end of the week. So towards the end of the week is probably when I'm going to go out into the front garden and get that little bit sorted out. I'm just going to be picking up the weeds. As for the hedge and stuff like that, my sister's going to come out either next weekend or the week after, and she's going to come out and cut the hedge. But other than that though, it's not too bad. I'm going to go back inside now because it is starting to rain a little bit and I can't get this camera wet. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you very quickly though how the garden is now looking though after the big garden cleanup that me and my sister did together earlier today. This is what I've got for my dinner tonight. I have got 2 burgers, caramelized onion burgers with some cheese, burger cheese, and also some mayonnaise to go on top of that as well. There's a lot of mayo on one of the burgers, which I'm pointing at right now. So yeah, so there we go. So that is my dinner for this evening. I was just watching somebody on TikTok, but they've just ended their live, and then obviously it went over to another person's live, so I've just come out of that because I didn't want to watch that person's live. No offense to whoever that was that I was just watching. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna eat these burgers right now. Afternoon, everybody. It is Tuesday afternoon. Not long got back home from work, by the way. As soon as I got home from work, I straight away went to the freezer to go and get some chicken out of the freezer because I was meant to do it this morning. Completely crossed my mind until I got into work this morning that I forgot to get some chicken out of the freezer because obviously I'm going to do something for dinner a little bit later on. I'm thinking of doing a curry later on, so I will show you that a little bit later on this episode of the vlog, during Tuesday's part of the vlog. Also as well, since I've got home from work, I have also made myself a flask of tea as well. So there's my flask of tea right there. And I've also been upstairs into the bathroom and had a shower and a shave, got back into my clothes as well, although I changed my trousers from my chino trousers to my jogging bottom trousers, which I class as my loungewear for when I'm at home. So I've also done that as well. I've just been upstairs in my bedroom, put my phone on charge for a little bit as well, and I've grabbed my MacBook laptop from my laptop bag because I am going to I'm just going to post some tweets on Twitter of some trailers that have come out over the last week or so that I haven't really posted about, like Jurassic World Rebirth and stuff like that. There's been some new trailers of that, and I want to watch those new trailers before I post them on Twitter as well. And then after that, I'm going to watch today's episode of EastEnders over on BBC iPlayer as well through my MacBook laptop as well on this Tuesday afternoon. So that's what I've been up to so far today. So I've just taken out a Pepsi Max caffeine-free drink from the fridge over on my iPad. I've got 2 videos to watch, both featuring Daz from Daz Games. The first one is on the main channel itself, Daz Games. I Live with a Tribe for a Week. I'm going to watch that one on YouTube. And the other one is Off the Hook, featuring Will and Daz from Daz Games. And this one is Daz and Will follow a chav makeup tutorial, so I'm going to give that a watch as well on YouTube on my iPad. And as mentioned just a second ago in the vlog, this is my dinner for tonight. I've got butter chicken with special fried rice, microwavable special fried rice. That is my dinner for this evening on this Tuesday night. Just about to do the washing up, drying up and putting away from dinner tonight on this Tuesday evening. And then once I've done that, obviously that's going to be washed up, dried up and put away. I'm also going to just wipe down the cooker as well and then put the cooker cases, these things here, back on top of the cooker. So I am upstairs in my bedroom and I am just about to do something that I've not done in a very long time, and that is do a podcast. Obviously, as you can see right in front of me, I've got this microphone right here, and of course this is where I normally do my podcast. I do it on my iMac. This is something that I've not done in a while. This is something that is unexpected. This is something that I've literally just thought about doing over the last couple of hours. Also as well, I don't know why the thing that okay, there we go. Let's skip that. There we are. Okay. So yeah, anyway, so also as well, I did a TikTok earlier this evening because at the moment I'm banned once again from doing TikTok lives, which is really, really annoying, really, really frustrating, especially given the fact that I do enjoy going live on TikTok. It does help my mental health. It does help with me tackling loneliness as well and stuff like that. And while I have got a couple of group chats going at the moment on social media, which is kind of helping me, but at the same time, I do love going live on TikTok, and I do love entertaining the people on TikTok as well, as much as I possibly can. Obviously, the ban is in place until Friday night this week, but it's until quite late on Friday night. I think it's around about 10:15 in the evening is until when the ban will be lifted. So obviously I'm definitely not going to go live at 10:15 on a Friday night, given the fact that I'm going to be at work on Saturday, and obviously I need to be in bed by around about 10:30. So I'm going to go live on Saturday night instead, after the finale of Doctor Who this weekend. So up until then, I've decided that there's an app that I used to use, which is Stationhead, and it's where I can do basically radio shows. I do enjoy doing them, to be honest, on there. I did them in September last year, and then I stopped, which is a shame. But I'm going to go back on there for a few nights. Tomorrow night, Thursday night and Friday night is when I'm going to go back on there, play some music, have a chat in between songs as well, and see who joins and who comments as well in the radio show broadcast that I do for the next 3 nights. So that is something I'm definitely looking forward to doing. But this podcast, so that I'm going to record tonight, I'm going to upload ready for Friday this week, Friday the 30th of May. That should go up at 4 p.m. UK time on Spotify Music. So that is what I'm going to record for at least the next hour now on this Tuesday night. It's Tuesday night, and I've just gotten into my pyjamas, taken my nighttime medication with a glass of water, and it's just gone 11 o'clock, so I'm going to put my camera on charge right now on this Tuesday night, head off to bed, and I shall speak to you guys again in the next scene of the weekly vlog, which will be Wednesday. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Wednesday afternoon, halfway through the week, halfway through the weekly vlog. I have just spent the last hour, I'm going to say, sitting upstairs on the stairs, watching somebody live on TikTok. Believe it or not, it was someone actually who used to go to college with my sister years ago. And I feel like I might mention that to my sister actually. Next time I speak to my sister, I'll say, hey, do you remember this person from college? She was one of your friends. It's such a small world that we live in. It really, really is. Since I've come home from work, by the way, I have been at work this morning. Since I've come home from work, obviously got out my work uniform, I've made myself a flask of tea, which was about an hour ago, so that's probably getting cold now. I've also fed the fish as well, and I've also been outside and fed the rabbits, gave them some more food and gave them some fresh water in their bowl in their rabbit hutch. I have brought in their salad bowl as well, because I am going to do them a salad in a few moments. This is what I bought shopping wise today. Some of this stuff, by the way, that I bought shopping wise is going to go in the freezer. These salmon en croûtes, which I used to have every now and then with my mum. We used to have them we had them a couple of times last year, and they're very lovely, by the way. But they're salmon and cheddar en croûtes. So I'm going to put them in the freezer because they are allowed to go in the freezer. I've also picked up some more chicken breasts as well, diced chicken breast. I picked up 2 packets of those because I know that in our little storage area that is basically the dishwasher, but we don't use it to wash dishes, we just use it for extra storage. I know I've got 2 2 jars of like mushroom sauce. So I'm going to do like a chicken and mushroom thing with that. So those chickens for now are going to go in the freezer. Oh god, these are starting to defrost. I also picked up some frozen sliced mushrooms. I've also picked up some celery sticks as well, which obviously I'm going to do the rabbits. I also picked up some carrots as well. I picked up some little gem lettuce for them as well. And I've also picked them up a cucumber as well. So that's going to be their salad bits in a minute. Also as well today I picked up some mixed peppers. Again, they're frozen, so they need to go in the freezer in a few moments. I also picked up today, these are on offer at the moment on Club Card at Tesco. Dairy Milk and More. Absolutely love these Dairy Milk and More chocolate bars, by the way. Nutty Praline Crisp. That's my favourite one out of the two. And I also did decide to pick up a Caramel Nut Crunch as well, which is not my favourite, but I still do enjoy... Oh, what's happened there? I do still enjoy... There we go, hello. I still do enjoy the Caramel Nut Crunch. And the final thing I picked up today in work after I finished my shift at work is some Chocolatey Squares cereal. God, this is going everywhere, this camera. Doesn't know where to follow me. But yeah, Choco Nut Pillows is what I got, which I'm going to put in my cereal storage box in a few moments. I'm just going to very quickly run these over to the freezer because these are actually starting to defrost. Let me just pop you guys there for a minute, and I'll tell you what I'll do. Actually, there we go, that's in there like that. I'll be back in a second. 1 minute. I'm just going to go and grab the other bits and pieces as well. I don't think all of this is actually going to fit in the freezer. I don't know if it will. I genuinely don't know. Let's see. That fits. That fits. Oh, possibly. Just about. Oh, no, we don't want to squish it. Just about. There we go. It just about fits in there. That freezer is now full. And it's not even got anything like chicken nuggets or, chicken Kievs, like anything frozen like that in there. All of the food in there pretty much is fresh food. But obviously I freeze it because obviously, fresh food, shorter dates. If I freeze it, it basically lasts longer, it prolongs it a little bit longer, keeps it fresher for longer, I guess, and stuff like that. So there we go. Anyway, I'm going to sort out all this shopping and put it away and do all that sort of stuff. But that is what I've been up to so far today on this Wednesday. In around about 40 minutes from now, I am going to be seeing my support worker. First support session of the week. I've got 2 support sessions this week, and then I've got loads of support sessions next week. But I've got one today for 2 hours, and then I've got one on Friday afternoon for another 2 hours, and then that's my sessions for this week all done and dusted. So yeah. Anyway, so I've got a few things to do before my support session starts in around about 40 minutes time. So it is Wednesday evening, by the way, and I am just about to have some dinner. I'll show you that now. Can I just smell it for a sec? Oh, this smells good. This smells good, honestly. So this is what I've got for dinner tonight. I have got yesterday's butter chicken, which has been in the fridge. Leftover butter chicken curry, which I had yesterday. I've got the rest of it today. But this microwavable rice that is underneath it is sweet and sour microwavable rice. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I have never tried this before. This is something that is completely new to me, and I thought I'd just very quickly, let me just, I'll grab a little bit of the butter chicken as well, just mix it in together. There we go. It's going to be very hot, by the way, because it's not long come out the microwave. Oh, you know what? That tastes absolutely amazing. That sweet and sour microwavable rice, I got it from Asda, I believe. It might have been Asda, or it might not have been. No, it was Asda, wasn't it? I think it was. You know what? Let me just go check the bin. Yeah, Asda. Asda is where I got that microwavable rice from, but it's absolutely delicious. Highly do recommend it if you shop at Asda. And obviously I've also made myself another flask of tea as well on this Wednesday evening. So for dessert this evening, I have got a ice cream, a mint choc chip ice cream. By the way, I am just about to go live over on Station Head on my iMac. This is an app that you can download on iOS and Android devices. Obviously, with me being banned on TikTok, I'm not able to go on. Well, yeah, I'm not able to go on TikTok live at the moment. So there we go. Your followers have been notified. Okay, we'll go on there. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. It's playing. It's playing, I believe. Who's... Oh, okay, well, there's a couple of people listening. Anyway, so yes... I am live on Station Head right now, playing some music. I'm going to eat this ice cream before it melts as well. And I'm also going to put in the comments a very quick comment saying, good evening, everybody. Let's see. Good evening, everyone. Here we go. I will be in front of the microphone very soon. There we go. Right, anyway, I'm going to carry on with this show. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And I will speak to you guys again in the next scene of the vlog, whenever that may be. It might be in a couple of moments. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Thursday's part of the weekly vlog on this Thursday morning. By the way, one of my eyes, I don't know if you can see, you probably can just about, but one of my eyes, oh, is very bloodshot. I don't know why. It might just be lack of sleep, because I've not really been getting a good night's sleep in a while. So, but it started hurting like really badly last night. It doesn't hurt as bad now though. It was hurting this morning a little bit when I woke up, but it's not hurting as bad as what it was though. So maybe it might just be dying down now. I don't know. But anyway, hopefully this will die down. Fingers crossed, it should do. Give it a while and it will die down. Anyway, this morning I've woken up. I have opened my curtains, and I've also had a group video call with two of my friends via Snapchat. We did a Snapchat group call. So something happened last night. I'm not going to go into too much details, but something happened last night and it upset someone. So obviously I was being very supportive of them and stuff like that. And yeah, you know, they're okay. They're okay. They're all good, but they just needed to have a bit of a rant about it. So they decided to have a video call with me and another one of their friends who's also technically my friend as well now, I guess you could say, really. But yeah, anyway, it should be all good. Anyway, I am about to get dressed and then I'm going to go downstairs and have some breakfast, and I'll show you what I've got for breakfast in just a few moments. About to do the washing up, drying up and putting away from dinner last night. Got some mince out of the freezer ready for me to make some dinner later this evening, and I'll show you guys a little bit later on in this vlog what I'm making with this mince for my dinner this evening and tomorrow evening as well. I've just made myself a flask of tea for breakfast this morning. I've got chocolate squares cereal. Just about to watch today's episode of EastEnders on iPlayer on my TV in my bedroom. Just about to watch yesterday's episode of Coronation Street on ITVX on my TV in my bedroom. I have honestly got around about 5 minutes to eat this right now, so I don't know whether or not I'm going to eat this in time, but we'll wait and see what happens. But this is what I've got for my dinner this evening. I've just made myself some dinner, by the way. way, this is what I've got. Spaghetti bolognese with some grated mozzarella cheese on top. That's my dinner tonight on this Thursday evening. Okay, so I'm just about to come upstairs into my bedroom, close my bedroom door for now. Even though I don't really need to close my bedroom door, but I still do from time to time. Very weird. Oh God, Jesus Christ. Nearly went tripping over. If I pop my camera there for a moment, I will show you in a second. Hold on. Let me just tuck that in there. Like that. Tuck that there. Move this here. There we go. Apparently the subject has been lost. It shouldn't have been lost. Have you found me? There we are. You found me. I have also, by the way, got a ice cream, which I'm going to eat while I'm on video call with Kieran, because I said to him that I'll be 10 minutes and I am now, and here we are, 10 minutes later, I'm upstairs in my room. So yes, I'm just about to have a video call with Kieran right now over on Discord, over on my iMac on this Thursday evening. Good evening, everybody. Friday evening, by the way. I've not really been up to much today, hence why I've not vlogged anything. I've literally just spent the day at home, pretty much chilling, watching 3 movies back to back and reviewing them on Letterboxd. And also watching today's episode of Coronation Street on ITVX. And I went out for a 2-hour support session with my support worker. Went to McDonald's in Asda in Castle Point. I had 20 chicken nuggets with some fries, a hot apple pie and a Coca-Cola, and she just stuck to a McDonald's coffee. And then after that we went into Asda itself, and we went to the bakery section where they had some reductions, and there was a couple of things that I picked up. She picked up quite a few things as well, my support worker. She picked up a few things from the reduction area, but all of the stuff that they had though in the reductions area in the bakery section at Asda was all going for 10 pence. So I'll show you what they are now. I got these donuts, which I believe are what, 5 donuts? 5 chocolate donuts. I got that. I got this Black Forest Lattice 2-pack, which again is 10 pence. So I picked them up. And 2 panel chocolates as well. I picked those up as well. And again, all 3 of those, 10 pence. 30 pence that costed me. So, and then other than that, if I've not been watching movies, going out seeing my support worker, then I've either been drinking flasks of tea or just checking social media, messaging my friends and just scrolling through TikTok. I'm about to go outside right now into the back garden. I've still not done the weeds. I've still not pulled up the weeds in the front garden. That's something that still needs to be done. So that's a job for me to do tomorrow when I get home from work, I think, is go out into the front garden and pull up all the weeds. But I am here in the back garden because I'm just about to tidy the rabbit hutch out. I'm about to give them some fresh litter, some fresh food, fresh water. So I'm about to do that now on this Friday evening. And the sun has now started to go in, but there's a very lovely breeze out here though, which I'm not going to complain about because it has been pretty warm today when I was out with my support worker earlier this afternoon. So I'm about to just clean out the rabbits right now on this Friday evening. It's about to catch up on 2 YouTube videos, Bring Her Back movie review by Jeremy Johns, and Daz watches Don't Laugh or Flinch. Currently watching some episodes of The Simpsons on Disney Plus on my iPad. I have also got a Pepsi Max caffeine-free drink as well on this Friday night, and I've just done myself some spaghetti, cooked myself up some spaghetti, and I am using the leftover spaghetti bolognese from last night for my dinner tonight, which I put in the microwave for 4 minutes along with the grated mozzarella on top as well. And for dessert this evening I've got a mint choc chip ice cream cone. Tell you what, after that dinner that I had this evening, I am absolutely full, I'm not going to lie. But I am now heading off to bed. I've just put my iPad on charge. I've obviously put my phone on charge earlier this evening. Honestly, not a lot has come through notification wise on my phone this evening. I've not really checked it that much, so, and I've had really no purpose to go on my phone that much either. Excuse me, I'm burping away now. So yeah, so I've left my phone on charge. So my phone is fully charged already for tomorrow, which is good news. But I've hardly used my phone that much really today. And yeah, I put my iPad on charge. I've taken my nighttime medication with a glass of water, and obviously I've got into my pyjamas ready for bed. It's just gone 10:30 on this Friday night. Anyway, good night from me, and I shall speak to you guys again in the next scene of the weekly vlog, which is Saturday. Oh man, my phone just died, damn it. Good afternoon, everyone, by the way. Saturday afternoon, and it's just gone 4 p.m, I believe. It's just gone 4 p.m. I've spent the majority of this afternoon on a video call with two friends of mine via Snapchat. Had a good conversation with them. I was in the middle of video calling them, but my phone died. Even though I put my phone on charge, but my phone died. Anyway. Never mind, so I'll have to leave my phone to charge for a little bit and maybe give them a call again a little bit later on, or see them on my TikTok live, which I'm going to do later this evening as well, by the way. I'm going to do a TikTok live this evening. So that's all I've pretty much done since I've come home from work, really. I've got out my work uniform and I've just been on a video call with them, and I've been doom scrolling, excuse me, through TikTok as well. I think I'm losing my voice a little bit here because I think I've just been laughing way too much at some of the things that they've been talking to me about. I'm always bantering with them. That's all I can safely say, is I'm always bantering with them. Anyway, what am I going to do? I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might go downstairs for a little bit, and I will show you guys what I'm up to in the next scene of the vlog. Saturday night. First time I have vlogged, by the way, since, well, number one, earlier this afternoon. Number two, also the first time I vlogged this evening since watching the finale of season 2 of Doctor Who. That kind of rhymed, didn't it? A little bit. Yeah, it was the season 2 finale of Doctor Who, and there was a few surprises in store. Obviously, we've got the Rani, which is a time lady, another Time Lord from Gallifrey in Doctor Who. She was the villain, and so was Omega as well, which they classed as like the first Time Lord that created the Time Lords on Gallifrey and stuff like that. And I'll tell you what, right, the design of Omega, oh my day, I thought it was legendary. I thought Omega looked insane, you know, absolutely insane. I don't know if other people will agree with me or they'll disagree with me. I don't know, but his design was insane. But you know, anyway, there was a lot of things that happened in that hour-long finale episode. I think the most important thing that we should take away from this episode is the fact that Ncuti Gatwa is now no longer the Doctor. That's right, Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor regenerated at the end of the finale. However, though, he regenerated into Billie Piper. Billie Piper. I don't know how to feel. And also, she's not credited as the Doctor either. I want to put it out there. She's not credited as the Doctor. Jodie Whittaker's Doctor, by the way, showed up. The 13th Doctor, she briefly made a cameo appearance at some point during the episode as well. But, yeah, it was really weird. So I don't know what they're cooking up here with Doctor Who at the moment. I've got no idea whatsoever what they're cooking up with Doctor Who. All I do know is at the moment, Billie Piper is the, I'm going to say, the current Doctor at the moment, but she's not classed as the Doctor though, so I don't know who she is. You know, it's weird. Yeah, I am quite sad, to be honest, that Ncuti Gatwa's left, because I absolutely loved him this series of Doctor Who. I'm not going to lie, I absolutely loved him in Doctor Who this series. He was a lot better this series than he was in the last series, I will admit. And honestly, if I could have another season or another 2 seasons with him as the Doctor, I'd be satisfied. I really would. But I know for a fact that this is only just the beginning of Ncuti Gatwa's career. You know, he is going to go on to much bigger and better things. You know, he's starring in a lot of Hollywood movies as well. I know that he was in the movie Barbie back in 2023. You know, and obviously he's going to be in a movie later this year as well. So we will see him on the big screen again later this year. But honestly, though, he was towards the end of his run, he was a fantastic Doctor, and you know, I'm gonna miss him as the Doctor. I'm not going to lie, but I'm interested to know why Billie Piper's now the Doctor. You know, for those that don't know, Billie Piper was in Doctor Who around about 20 odd years ago. She was in Doctor Who. She played the companion Rose Tyler during the 9th Doctor and 10th Doctor's run as well. I think she left after the first series of David Tennant's run, series 2. But she has popped up every now and then throughout the series, so throughout the years. So it's going to be interesting to see why on earth the Doctor regenerated into her. Why? Honestly, is it to do with the fact that the ratings are dropping and, you know, you need to boost your ratings up? Is that why? I don't know. I don't know. All I do know, though, is we've got Billie Piper as the Doctor. Interesting. I don't think, to be honest, that I've seen a photo earlier this week of what looked like a scene from this weekend's episode of the finale of Doctor Who. I have a theory that there was a photo floating around on social media this week where the Doctor and his current companion Belinda were seen in a nightclub together, and it looked like it was taken from this weekend's episode. But the thing is, though, is that scene never aired. So I feel as though they cut out a lot of scenes from this episode, changed the story somewhat as well. You know, because I feel as though Ncuti Gatwa wasn't meant to leave this series. So I don't think he was. That's my theory. I don't think he was meant to leave this series. I think he was meant to stay on for another series or another 2 series. I don't know. But I just feel as though there's some scenes that got cut from the episode, and I don't know, it's just weird. It's just very weird. By the way, I am just about to do myself some dinner. I will show you what I've got for dinner in just a few moments. Whatever this is. Right, okay, that's what I'm having for dinner tonight then. I am having something that's straight out of a tin, I will admit, because I've decided to give myself the weekend off from cooking something from the freezer that was fresh. So, yes, I'm going to do that now. As you may have heard in the background just now, for the last couple of minutes I've been talking, I have boiled the kettle because I'm going to make myself a flask of tea. I'm just going to very quickly pour the hot water into the flask from the kettle and then put the kettle back down before I turn my camera off. So I will show you guys what I've got for my dinner tonight in just a few seconds. But I just thought I'd jump on though and just talk about the episode that I've just watched of Doctor Who. It was a somewhat decent episode, you know. I mean, I think the lowest rating episode from this series has probably got to be Wishworld. Like, even when I did a rewatch on it earlier, and even earlier, I wasn't really paying much attention to it. I was more just scrolling on my phone, and I'd probably say I would have gave that maybe a 5 out of 10. This one was probably an 8 out of 10. A lot of the episodes of the series have been 8 or 9s out of 10, to be honest with you. But, yeah, last weekend's episode was probably a 5 out of 10. This weekend's episode was an 8 out of 10. Not bad. Not a bad episode. Anyway, I will show you guys in the next scene of the vlog what I've got for my dinner this evening. And this evening I have got some ravioli, beef ravioli with a yogurt, an Onken yogurt, Onken cherry yogurt. And I've also got a can of Pepsi Max with caffeine free as well. That's my dinner for this evening on this Saturday. Good evening, everybody. It is indeed Sunday night, by the way. I have been very busy today, by the way. Shall I show you what I've been up to? I'll show you what I've been up to. Starting off with the back garden, I have been out here. I've done a load of washing today, by the way, which is currently on the line, drying away. I think most of this actually is pretty much going to be dry now anyways. But, however, as I've just opened this door, by the way, look down there, look down there, look, one of my clothes ended up on there. I don't know how that's happened. Was it on that bit there? Yeah, it was. It was literally the only thing on this bit of the washing line here. So anyway, I have done 2 loads of washing today. Most of this is going to be pretty much dry now because it's been on the line all afternoon. It's been lovely weather out here. It's also been quite blustery, quite windy as well. So that would also help. Also as well, the other thing that I've done this afternoon out here in the back garden is go straight over to the rabbit's hutch. I nearly fell backwards then. You guys nearly saw that on camera. Oh dear. But yeah, I've been out here as well and obviously fed the rabbits, well, gave them some fresh food and some fresh water as well. Come with me to the front garden. I will show you what that looks like right now. So you may remember at the beginning of this video, I showed you the front garden and how badly it looked in terms of like the weeds and stuff like that. Now, admittedly, if I go a little bit further down here, like you're going to see these little grassy bits. So there's a fair little bit that still needs to be picked up along the cobbles and stuff. So obviously there's still a few bits here. But however though, if I go slightly over here though, and look, you'll see it is pretty much immaculate because I've spent about an hour and a half out here this afternoon in the sunshine with some music playing as well. And I've just been out here picking up all the weeds, all the leaves as well, all the dead leaves that are in the front garden as well. So, and I've managed to fill half a bag of garden waste full of, like, you know, weeds and little grassy bits and all the dead leaves and, you know, dirt and all of that stuff. So that's what I've been doing out here this afternoon. And as well, this afternoon I've been keeping myself fueled up with some flasks of tea. This is my 3rd flask of tea of the afternoon that I've not long made. And I have also chilled out as well this afternoon. That's the other thing that I have done. I've chilled out this afternoon. I've been watching some episodes of The Big Bang Theory on my TV upstairs in my bedroom through Netflix. And I have also been spending time on social media, talking to friends as well, messaging friends. I've spoken to my sister as well, had a catch up with my sister as she wanted to know what I've been up to this week and stuff. And I've asked her what she's been up to this week, which she hasn't been up to a lot other than going to work really, and that's pretty much it. And I've not long got off the phone to my granddad as well. Spoken to my granddad, didn't speak to him last weekend, but managed to speak to him this weekend though, so I had a bit of a catch up with him. Like me, him and my stepnan have been out in the garden doing some gardening of their own as well, so in their gardens where they live. So yeah, all in all, it's not been too bad really. Pretty chilled. I've also filmed my movie wrap-up video as well, and edited and uploaded that to YouTube as well. So I managed to do that this afternoon. But yeah, so I have pretty much caught you guys up with everything I've done basically since I've got home from work this afternoon. Okay, so this is a little bit weird. I was literally about to go over to the shop and I was going to get myself a can of Monster to drink later tonight while I'm live on TikTok. By the way, I'm back on TikTok now. I'm out of TikTok jail, you know, and I went live last night and I didn't get banned. So here's hoping tonight, second time lucky, I don't get banned again. I do not get bananaed, as my TikTok friends normally tend to say. But anyway, so I went over to the shop to go and get a Monster. And normally on a Sunday, the shop is open until 10 p.m. like it is every night, you know, every night, 7 days a week. What is it, 6 till 10 or 7 till 10 or something, 7 a.m. till 10 p.m. or something like that. Anyway, now I just went over there and all the shutters are down, like completely down, like the shop is closed. Now, I don't know whether or not, you know, the shop over the road from me is now coinciding with most or other, you know, pretty much other retailers now, where they have to open until 4 p.m. on a Sunday and then they close. I don't know. I'm going to have a look on Google, actually, and see what Google says, out of curiosity, just in case. I mean, alright, well, this is bizarre. It says it's open, but it's not. It's not open right now. That is weird. It literally says that the shop over the road right now is open. It's not. It's closed. So, that's weird. But I was just about to say, I don't think they've done like the whole coinciding with other retailers, like, you know, like supermarkets, for example. Here in the UK, for those that live outside the UK, we have a trading law here in the UK on a Sunday where traders aren't allowed to trade to customers until 10 a.m. and shops here in the UK on a Sunday, they close at 4 p.m. And I just thought to myself, there is no way that, you know, convenience shops are completely different. Convenience shops are 100% completely different. You know, they're open until whenever they normally close. So some convenience stores will open till 10 p.m. Even on a Sunday. They have different trading laws, you know, to what like supermarkets have got. So, you know, I don't know why the shop over the road is closed. I've got no idea. I don't know whether or not the shop's going to reopen later tonight. I don't think it will, given the fact that it's nearly 8 o'clock at the time of doing this vlog on a Sunday night. So I don't think the shop's going to reopen tonight. But it's a bummer because I wanted a Monster. But looks like I'm going to have to go without tonight. And I'll have to drink something. I have got like 2 cans of Pepsi Max caffeine free, and I've got a can of Dr Pepper left in the fridge, so I may have to drink that instead. But yeah, it is annoying. It just means that tomorrow I'll go to the shop early and go and get some Monsters ready to drink for tomorrow night when I go live on TikTok, if I don't get banned tonight. So there we go. The other thing I was going to mention, actually, back to the garden very quick. Obviously I did mention earlier that I had a phone call with my sister. My sister did say to me earlier that her and her partner might come over next week to sort out the front garden, get the hedge trimmers out and basically trim the hedge that's in the front garden. Obviously I showed you how bad the hedge was looking in the front garden at the beginning of the vlog, but obviously I've not shown you how it looks now because, well, it's no different to how it was at the beginning of the week. It might look a little bit more worse than what it was at the beginning of the week because, well, it's not been touched. But you know, it will get sorted though, hopefully within the next week anyway. Hopefully my sister will come out next weekend and get that sorted. This is what I've got for dinner tonight. I have got a bowl of mac and cheese straight from the tin in the microwave for 2.5 minutes, and bosh, that's my dinner tonight. You know what sucks is the fact that I've literally gone to the fridge thinking I had 2 cans of Pepsi Max caffeine free drinks, but I don't. I've only got the one left. Oh, is that shop open yet? No, it's still closed. Of course, it's going to be closed now. That's it. It's closed for the rest of the day. Why is it shut, though? Have they got some sort of technical issue or something with their lights or with their cashiers or something like that, you know? I don't know. It's just weird that they're closed and they're not open. And I wanted a Monster. No. So, anyway, I'm going to drink that Pepsi Max caffeine-free drink. The last one that's in the fridge. I'm going to drink that while I'm live on TikTok tonight. But in the meantime, though, I have got the last can of Dr Pepper that was in the fridge as well, that I bought literally about a week ago. So I'm going to drink that while I have a video call. My usual video call, Sunday night video call with my friend Kieran over on Discord on my iMac. So I'm about to do that right now on this Sunday evening. It is 9:15 on this Sunday night, by the way. Just got off video call with my friend Kieran on Discord on my iMac. I've got my shaver right here as I'm just about to have a shave. And before I do that though, I'm just about to have a shower and get dressed into my pyjamas. Couple of things that I need to do, by the way, before I go live on TikTok. Number one, go out into the back garden and take off all my washing from the washing line. Should hopefully all be dry by now. And the final thing for me to do as well is I'm also going to do the washing up, drying up and putting away as well from dinner this evening. So that is what I'm planning to do. And also as well, I didn't have that Onken cherry yogurt yesterday when I was live on TikTok and with my beef ravioli, or as some people were classing it as, meaty pillows or beef curtains. Don't know why they called them beef curtains, although it could be the design of the ravioli. Anyway, but either way though, that was weird. I get meaty pillows, I get that, but not beef curtains. Anyway, the madness of my TikTok lives. Anyway, I've got people Snapchatting me. It's my group chat, by the way, that I'm in. They're Snapchatting away in the group chat. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to do all that and then I'm going to go live on TikTok. And at this point, I'm going to end the vlog here. So a massive thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. As always, if you are new around here and you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below to become a Steve-O. I will be back on Sunday the 7th of June 2025 with your movie wrap-up video. And then I'll be back on the 8th of June 2025, 4 PM UK time, normal time, here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial, where I'll be presenting you with another weekly vlog. You lucky bunch. Anyway, until then though, it's goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys again in my next YouTube video. I definitely need to go and answer those Snapchat videos now. Snapchat messages, sorry, not videos. Snapchat messages. Anyway, goodbye all.